Hi, I am Vincenzo Santiglia, and I'm here to introduce you to the Now technique. The result of a journey that for me began more than 40 years ago. It all began when I was 11 years old, and at school, the teacher asked us, "What would you like to do when you grow up?" Of course, my schoolmates answered the usual answers. Somebody wanted to be a doctor, somebody else wanted to be a lawyer, somebody wanted to be a driver, a mechanic, a nurse, a dentist. Unexpectedly, I answered, "I want to live one day with my mind and my heart that say the same thing." I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't know what it meant for a long time. I've been looking, seeking, searching for ways to live with my mind and my heart together. When I was 24 and a half, 25 years old, I met the man who became my teacher. His name was Jean Klein, and he was a lovely old man who spent his life teaching what he had found for himself to be the truth, which is that the personality is just a superimposition to something deeper, which is our essence, which is our real nature, which is consciousness, which is awareness, which is joy. For this reason, he invited the students to explore through self-inquiry and through a very gentle but deep form of body work, the art of listening, feeling, and seeing things as they are. The implication was that in every moment our body, our sensations, our emotions, our thoughts and our images were always pointers to something which was behind them, which was our real nature, which is awareness. Awareness is the presence within every experience we have in life. We often get lost in the experiences and we forget that we are awareness. When we get lost in our experiences, and many of those experiences are imprinted with traumas and sufferings and hurt and conflict and confusion, we forget that what we really are is that underlying natural, effortless seeing, hearing, listening, feeling things as they simply are. The information Jean Klein gave me, the experience Jean Klein opened me to live, led me to search for ways to live in a state of presence and in a state of consciousness more and more, if not all the time. And at a certain point it became very important for me to be able to share with others what I had discovered, which is that intelligence which sees the patterns and the stories that rules our lives and that guides us with a deeper sense of respect for life, with a deeper intelligence, with a deeper knowing. And I searched for the simplest ways to share with others this. And I came up with something which I consider in a certain way the alphabet, the very basic alphabet of awareness. I called it the Now technique And in simple words, it is a way to regain consciousness of the basic elements of our daily experience. We pay attention to the breath in the present moment, just as it comes and as it goes. We pay attention to the sensations we experience in the body, whether there is a tension, there is a reaction, there is a contraction, there is a form of aggression or a form of defense. We become aware of it. We pay attention to the emotions so that we can really understand when we are afraid, that we can become aware when we are angry, sad, when emotions are overcoming our peaceful presence. We pay attention to the thoughts which are related to those emotions, the conditioning that we have learned to attach to the physical and emotional states. We pay attention to the images which flood our mind with the instances from the past or projections towards the future. As we pay attention to all of this, as we become more familiar with the very basic letters of the alphabet of awareness, we begin to see the formation of sentences. We call these sentences patterns. These patterns are the recurrent stories of our lives. It's easy with the Now technique to become in a certain way aware of those patterns and see how the web of conditioning spread in all directions in our lives. We become aware of how this web of conditioning is supported by our repeating again and again the same justifications, to when we reinforce the same explanations to ourselves and to others of why we keep alive those patterns, why we're supposed to live this way. When the understanding of the basic traits of our behavior becomes so evident, there is a surge in us of a sense of detachment and a recognition of the fact that those patterns are not necessary for us anymore. In that very moment, we open ourselves to the deeper intelligence, the peace, the wisdom of the heart. And we listen to that wisdom, which can come up in a form of deep sense of acceptance and release, or it can speak to us through a voice of love and compassion that reveals the greater intelligence and the greater purpose of all the experiences of our lives. My desire behind the work of the Now technique is that we can all learn this language, and we can base our lives on understanding how we function, on understanding how we respond, how we react, and how we can be led by the past, or we can be guided by a present moment awareness, by a consciousness which moves and flows from moment to moment, in which we have the choice to look clearly at our fears and to choose for what serves us the best, which usually is love.